We are back again with cat. Cat. I think where we left off was the maze, right? Yeah, the maze, and we got the one of the endings where we passed the maze. We're going back in the maze, and we're gonna fail it. Oh right, there was this option we didn't pick. No, I don't even know you. Okay, okay. Nobody get a snippy. Let's begin then. Three, two, one. Never mind. Okay, we start automatically. Rapazoso. Not that way. I'm gonna keep doing it. Now I'm dead. Suddenly, the lights turn on. Your eyes blown from the sun brightness. As your vision adjusts, you see that you're completely surrounded by mirrors. Oh, all the reflections, all grotesque and unique ways, look nothing like you. Oh, but they do look. I like this guy's face right here. He's happy, really happy, hungry. They eat me alive. You back up. You don't know where to go. Was there even a way out to begin with? You bump back into a mule. Oh, and you feel a hand firmly grip your shoulder. I knew it. They're eating me alive. Yeah, there was a sharp pain in your shoulder. Or other shoulder. You up away, looking back to some thing leaning out of the mule. Its face has no features. Save, save for a large gaping mouth. Stained in your blood. Looking around in a panic, you think that the mules feel closer than before. The path you come in from is long gone. You're surrounded. Every time you blink, you could swear the mirrors are getting closer and closer and closer. Your horrifying reflections look hungrier and hungrier. Oh, there we go. Good chopping. Ending 20. You failed the maze. Yeah, that happened. Thank you. Do something else. Okay. One of the last ones on this is go watch a movie, so we'll just do that. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. But there was a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though, you're not exactly a fan of crowds, and nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a nosy audience. Okay. New, old. Let's go in new old theater. Actually, I should save. Save. Alright. Let's go to the old theater. The old theater sounds nice. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. It's barren of any trace of other people, and the decor looks like it hasn't changed since the 80s. Maybe even the 70s. But it's what you were counting on. You consider buying some popcorn, but can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. You move on and walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. As expected, the ticket you, oh, fuck. As expected, the theater your movie will be playing in is completely empty. Perfect. You pick a spot right in the middle, even counting the seats and taking in consideration the gap of the staircase. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black in a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on. No commercials or trailers pop up, the movie begins. Pleased, you shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene. But just as you're getting into the premise, the doors open behind you, momentarily casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. You hold in a frustrated sigh. It's a public establishment after all. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. You try to refocus on the movie, but you sense the new presence slowly shifting around the theater. Before heading in your general direction. What? The gap. imagine you're the only one in the theater, and some guy just decides to sit right in front of you, blocking your view. I feel like that's funny. You gap in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle, only to sit right in front of you. There is no one else here, and plenty of places to sit. The stranger is also unusually tall. Even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seats, being on a somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. Okay, just move to another spot. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. The whole thing is already making you uneasy. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they know you wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction, you reluctantly pick another less perfect seat in the theater. But as you settle down, you see the strange person get up. Only to once again sit down in the seat directly in front of you. This guy has a vendetta against me. You look around somewhat helplessly, as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all of this is, or to at least inform you that it's all an elaborate prank. But there's no one else here with you. That's how you've always liked it, but you can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else here if it meant not being alone with this weird joke. Oh. Is it the same if I move again? Oh, okay. You move again. And again, they sit right in front of you. You bristled, annoyed, and a little humiliated. Are they just getting a kick out of this or something? You wasted enough time with this joke that you don't even know what's going on with the movie anymore. Okay, only thing is to confront him now. You hate confrontation. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat at the idea of it. Your throat's closing up and your body's starting to shake. You've always been more of a fighter than a fighter. But you pay for this ticket. You wanted to watch the movie for ages. And now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this field. There's no one who'll help you if something goes wrong. But you're angry enough that you ignore the size of your body and begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and the stranger. You stand up, even standing and higher up on the incline. The stranger is still at least a head taller than you. Oh, wait, it's going black. The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement. And as you can sense the stranger anticipating what you plan to do next, you square your shoulders and force a little bass into your voice. The effort makes your words come out more harshly than you intended, like a sudden ambitious balk, but you figure they deserve it anyways. You're being a real jerk, you know what? You know that? Just what are you playing at, huh? Are you trying to piss me off? The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much so that you glance at the screen only to find the movie has paused. Your attention is whipped back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly, like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't dare to blink. Oh, he's turning. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head moves, or turns, then turns some more, then turns more beyond what should be possible, neck bones crackling, to face you directly. You can't move. Wide glowing eyes resting above a wider grinning mouth gaze down at you. The stranger opens the mouth, and what comes out is something impossible to comprehend. I don't know what that is. wait. I don't know why. That just remind me of the, the rainbow cat, right? Where this is the nya. I don't know why. Demonic cat. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door, foreboding and oddly melodic, alluring. And it also snaps you out of your terrified trance. Before you know it, you're way out the door. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. You feel something watching you from behind, but you're too afraid to look. The exit is now in sight. You sprint forward and burst through the doors. You look around frantically and spot the crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need, safety in numbers and all that. Without thinking, you rush into the street when a sinking sensation crawls down your spine, compelling you to look behind you. Don't look behind you. We're gonna look behind us. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look the back of its own accord. While in the middle of the street, you catch the glimpse of a grotesque-looking person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater, watching you intensely. Oh, look at the cat. There it is. Just an innocent, blood-sucking cat. Cradling something in their arms. Something familiar. But... ow, my ear. That scared me. Up. Isekai! I died and reincarnated into a fantasy world with cats. Fight the demon cats, Lord. A glimpse is all you get. As the truck speeds towards and crashes into your body. Oh, that's it. I just got isekai. You killed on impact, your body splattered across the road and crushed further under the heavy tires. Ending 16, poor screening arrangements. I just got isekai. I got isekai by the cat. Back you. We're going to the new cinema. Refusing to even risk a peek over your shoulder, you rush across the street to the new cinema theater. You didn't realize that it felt like you've been surrounded by some kind of dreadful pressure. Oh. Until very suddenly it vanishes, leaving you feeling more than a little shaken. But at least breathing comes easier. You think it's within your best interest to repress everything that just happened. Odd. Okay. Yeah. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming, you join a long line outside the new cinema. By the time you reach the ticket booth, you just want to get out inside. So you pick a movie at random, take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chic and sleek, and the inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's the kind of nice not being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You'd get some popcorn, but the lines at the concession stands are long and the prices are criminal anyways. You go through the halls and follow the signs to the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. You sigh at the side of the absolutely crowded theater. You head towards a seat only to be told by the person next to it that it's being saved for someone. This happens a few more times before you finally manage to get yourself settled in a seat annoyingly off-center to the screen. But the screen is still visible, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. The lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience seem content to talk through the commercials, even through the trailers. You figure the chat will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't even get slightly quieter as the opening scene starts to play out. You sigh out loud, not thinking anyone will hear you anyways. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. But like, oh, it's the cat. It's back! Suddenly, the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. A familiar black cat. Confusing murmurs fills the room, but then, the cat on the screen meows. Okay. I don't know why. It sounds like the gremlin laughing. Oh, witch laughing. Uh, just I don't know. That's a weird thingy. The sound is strange, not all like any cat should sound. Haunting, almost melodic, and layered as if multiple voices of different creatures. Creatures that would probably never say, "Please don't play that again." No, no. Dun, dun, dun. You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up and left to complain to the cinema staff. But then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant along with the cat on the screen. Yeah. It's the it's the freaking alien. It's the alien dude. They get the same voice. No, don't play again. Stop. You gotta stop. Dude, you gotta stop. You gotta stop that. We stop. Soon the entire room is chanting in perfect unison, everyone's staring intently at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen yourself. But the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't that strong. For now. Also, you start to notice out of the corner of your eye that some of the people in your immediate vicinity are looking at you. No. Oh, they're outright staring holes into you, even as they continue chanting. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatantly disapproval. The scowls deepen as time goes on if they're getting impatient. this this face this face right here, this barely disappointed you. Oh boy. Let's blend in. I'm one of you. Thinking fast, look at the screen, begin to chant in tandem with the crowd. Ah, I thought I was gonna play the alien noises. Oh. Oh. You feel the harshness of the collective gaze start to ebb away, and the air in the theater become lighter once again. Oh. It's like some fucking like alien or zombie whatever. You going with them. I'm one of you. You release the air shakily, just realizing that you've been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just up and leave now. Not after whatever all this was. The people around you all seem fine now. But there's no telling if they'd get aggressive at you for even moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully someone will come along, right? Or at least turn the film off. You can't chant along with everyone. They're still going. You start to feel lightheaded. You feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state, but you can't seem to look away from the screen. You try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on screen. God damn it, no! Ah! No! Not again! God damn. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steel nerves, ready to throw yourself to the ground if you need to. But your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely loosening itself again, making you lay back limply into your seat. You think you should be panicking right about now, but even your brain feels limp. Oh my god. Your thoughts are a vaguely mirrored pastel pink, airy, sickening as sweet and loosely spun, like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. You think you mind. You think you shouldn't mind your thoughts and by being like cotton candy either. So, why get up and ruin that? You're more at peace than you ever felt before in such a crowded room. Wait, it's nice here. You're more at peace than you've ever felt before in such a crowded room. Still chanting, you never felt so aligned and in tune with another person. Let alone with an entire room full of complete strangers. You're not alone. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts. Yes, stop with that. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink back even further into their chair. Then they sink more. Oh, the more. Not like they're slouching recline, but more like they're. Oh! I thought he was getting a different kind of enjoyment, but then deflating. The skin bunches up and wrinkles like fabric as the bones have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their mouth, still attempting to chant, falls open over a cut-off yeah. Gaping as the word ends in an awful hiss, a final weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight. But even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, from the pile of skin and clothes next to you, you see Lump moving around. You watch in a dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be. Out from the mouth. Oh, crawls a tiny black kitten. You're back! It's back, the cat. It's eating the insides. Suck the soul out. Calls a tiny black kitten. Back again with the chanting. Oh, I'm disintegrating. Oh no. You hear familiar hissing sounds all around you now as the unified chants start to fade, only be replaced with the faint mewings of kittens. Finally, your voice is still the only one chanting, still human, and alone. Again. Okay, you're free. Time to start running. Don't keep doing it, you're gonna die. You don't want that. Oh, okay, well, I'm dead. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again. Please. Just then, you go completely limp. Your body feels light, but it might as well weigh several tons. Because you realize quite suddenly that you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around. You can't even breathe. But somehow, the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. We're dead. Oh, not the cats. A few kittens come forward and push themselves on the chair around you, watching your sinking body, mewing as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge from you. Dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you, and your eyes start to cave into the sockets of your softening skull. You manage to make out a silhouette of a familiar cat, perching on the seat right in front of you. Nope. Your vision finally fades, as the same hiss of air expels itself from your mouth. The last thing you sense is something small and alive shifting eagerly under your skin. Ending it to happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Back here now. Robert said, I don't blend in, I won. I tried to win. This is too weird, I need to get out of here. Gathering your courage, or perhaps putting your fear to use, you stand up, fully intending to leave the theater. Oh, they don't let me do that. When everything comes to an abrupt stop, all the chanting stops, even the cats chanting on the screen. You tense and risk a glance around the theater. Oh, they're all staring at you. Every single one of them. They're not moving. They're not even blinking. You swallow. Throat suddenly dry even though a nervous sweat completely soaks through your clothes. You hardly doubt that sitting back down will fix the situation. Your legs are shaking under the audience's unnaturally intense scrutiny. But you force yourself to step forward and forward and forward until you finally reach the end of the aisle. You feel their collective gaze even worse on the staircase. All of the heads have turned uncomfortably to the left to look directly at you. The screen illuminates their faces, making clear their blank scowls. They seem even more upset than they had been minutes ago. Identical frown lines digging between their brows. You keep going, the heavy atmosphere becoming more and more oppressive with every step. You're so tense with anticipation that you fully expect someone to grab at you from behind. But no one does. You don't hear any of them even get up. You exit the theater holding your breath as the doors close behind you. Oh. Hey, I'm free. I thought they were going to do something to me. You briskly walk through the halls, putting as much distance as possible between you and the theater full of people. Finally reaching the lobby, you just barely manage to catch yourself from falling to the floor as you gulp in huge gasps of air. Oh boy. You expect to feel relief as your breathing calms, but you feel a lingering sense of dread that only spikes once you finally notice it, as well as its source. You look up, and your stomach sinks. Oh. 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 What happened? What is that? Oh no, I don't like the eyes. All the people in the lobby area of the movie theater, everyone in line at this concession stand, all of them are staring at you. And they look a bit angrier than the people in the theater. You don't hesitate this time. You duck your head, avoiding eye contact, and leave the cinema. You ignore the glares of everyone in the ticket booth and lines leading to them. Oh, they're still... You make your way home. Whenever you dare to look up at someone on the way, you flinch at the blanket anger, fury, and disgust on their face. You think you start to hear the faint sound of cats meowing behind you. Or maybe kittens? It doesn't matter. You just want to go home. They are harassing me. This is harassment. You reach your front door and fumble with the keys, cowering from the look of pure hatred on your neighbor's face as he stares at you from his door. Finally, you get inside your apartment, lock all the locks on the door, and slide down with the back against it until you're sitting on the floor. They're harassing me. This is blatant harassment. They followed me home. Actually, the cops are not gonna do nothing. I am alone. The cat took everyone. You allow yourself a moment to breathe. Now home, your heartbeat calms and your fear slowly bleeds from you, leaving you feeling strangely empty. Ooh. You pass the kitchen, head to your room, sleep under the covers of your bed, and trying to fall asleep. Maybe it's just all a bad dream. As you fall into a fitful sleep, sure to be full of nightmares of glaring eyes, you try to ignore the ever-increasing sounds of cats meowing and yowling in the distance outside your apartment. Ending 17, Black Sheep. It ended just like that? So... I'm just harassed every day. They don't leave me. Okay, what happens if I go straight to the new cinema? Is the same thing? You don't know why, but you don't really feel great about the idea of being alone right now. Deciding to... Oh, okay. And everything's the same. Okay. Now we're back to the cat. We're still not gonna take it home. And we have the other decisions. So first, let's just feed the cat. The cat must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's so attached to that box it's in. Though it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it must have left the box to search for food then. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case. And to not think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat. Especially when you could have done something to help. So, what to do about the hungry kitten? Let's check my pockets. You dig into your pockets, find a small piece of string in your left pocket. Not very helpful. The string is far too short. An eager and excited cat leaping for it could easily lead to you getting bitten and scratched. In the right pocket, a ball of chocolate. Do not give chocolate to animals, not to a cat. You find a chocolate ball. Is it? Nope, not even expired. Quite the find indeed. You're about to offer it to the cat, when suddenly you hit with the guilt as remembering something gut cooling. Chocolate is toxic to the cats. Oh my gosh, you was just the oyster vomit at you. It's okay. You found out that chocolate sucks to cats. I don't know why you're gonna vomit at that. Oh, I blinked. You feel so guilty you throw the chocolate ball away in the nearby trash bin. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently oblivious expression. Ah, kitty cat. It doesn't even know that you almost. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. Meow. The cat. It's innocent, hungry for blood, innocent eyes. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay there. I'll be right back. Yeah, cat. You leave the alley and return with whole fish you buy at a nearby grocery shop. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. It's happy. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish after you placed it in the box. Hey, cute cat. I like the cat. Look at it. It's so happy. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. Sorry again. The cat seemingly pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide to just head back home. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, what is happening? On the way home, you notice more cats than usual, watching you from the hiding spots. But you try not to think about it. You can't help but wonder if they know that what you nearly done. But it's not like you meant to hold you. What is happening? Well, I gave it fish. Right? You reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when I'm getting. Oh god. I'm getting jumped by cats. The cats are all jumping me. Look behind you. Only to see dozens of cats standing there, looking at you. Did they see you feed the cat in the alley and thought you would had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any food for you. None of them move an inch. You start to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes its way to the front and black cat. Oh, it's chocolate. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's held carefully between its teeth. It's the chocolate ball you threw it away earlier. It places the chocolate ball down in front of you before looking back up at you. All the cats look up at you. You can feel the judgment. I did. I threw away the chocolate ball. I realized my mistake. I gave it fish. You feel your sins weighing down heavily on your back, but without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. What? Oh, beg for forgiveness. You collapse to the knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for the forgiveness. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, I swear. I do anything to make it up to all of you, but you have options. Suddenly, am I choking? What am I? What? You felt a store in your stomach and swim up its way up to your throat, closing off your airway as it tries to force its way out of your esophagus. What? But it finally succeeds with the aid from your helpless gagging. Ew. Why just spit out? What the? Lying on the ground in front of you. What? It's a flopping fish. I both that. I both the fish. You don't see that every day. You both the flopping fish out of my mouth. You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, but truly, but how? Oh no, I'm just picking fish. You throw up another fish. Why is it covered in blood? Is that whipping my throat? And another. And another. I'm. I am puking. I am boiling. These are multiple fish. I'm boiling. It's like turning the fish to bread or something. I forgot. Jesus, whatever. Never mind. I don't go with it. Your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final tiny blayfish and claps forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride. That you're made up for your disgusting actions. What? that you've been forgiven. And then they eat my body. The sounds of happy cats munching away at the fish fills your ears. Then... What's this? You feel something nudge into your hand. Is that the chocolate ball? It feels like... It's the ball of chocolate you found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You successfully atone, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this bowl cold doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Ending 24. Fishing for your pardon. I have died for my sins, apparently. You know what? Go inside. I want one. I changed my mind. We don't. I changed my mind. I don't want to beg for forgiveness. I decide to run. You decide to cut your losses and head inside. Your sins weigh down on you, but you're only human. What more can you do? Jeez. You try to ignore the yowlings of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner. But how could you enjoy it, knowing how hungry those poor cats outside are? The ones you've walked... They had nothing to do with it! It was only the black cat, I swear. You decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. A fitting punishment for someone like you. I fed the cat fish. Am I going... Am I, like, gonna starve to death or something? Oh, you forgo the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them and sink into the wall with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You wish there was anything you could do to make things right. And suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try to lift one to see what's going on, but what was on the wall isn't a pair of legs. What? It's a fishtail? No! I'm turning into a mermaid! You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you hallucinate from the stress. You try to climb out of the tub to cool your head, but instead of your hand raising up to brace itself, a wet fin stretches out to plop on the rim. No, I'm turning into a fish. No, I'm turning into a bass. It's too weak to hold your weight, and you're so stalled by the sight. Ow, ow. Oh, I fell on the wall. I thought I hit my head on the side and drowned. Never mind, I did. Okay, that's stupid. You slip and smack your head on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake. You think anyway. You open your eyes and you're underwater? You must have slid beneath the surface of the bath water. You gasp instinctively, except not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up to the surface. You broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? but how? And even if there was a visible answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the bathtub to see the truth of your shadowed silhouette. No, I'm a fish. You've been torn. You've been turned into a fish. This isn't possible. You don't get any time to ponder over this, unfortunately, because just then, a shadow looms over you from above. You look up and see the cat. It peers down at you from beyond the water surface. No! I'm gonna get eaten alive! It was gonna happen! And then you realize this is the answer. this is what I have turned crazy. He turned crazy over almost giving chocolate to a cat. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. Oh, it's eating me. The cat scoops you, tossing out of the tub onto the bathroom tile. Oh god, that looks unsettling. As you flop around gasping for air or water, you realize the cat wasn't alone. No, I'm getting eaten alive. Dozens of hungry eyes peer down at you. You can hear the yowlings of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. You send one last look at the cat before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. As the cats descend upon you, tearing at your flesh, you find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amount to nothing. Seafood sex. That was horrible! Backtrack again. Look around the area. You glance around the dark, dingy alley and only see garbage bags, trash bins, and empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there was something for a cat to eat, surely you would have found it by now, right? But you wouldn't want to just give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen. Oh, what's that? You just barely make out the sound of fate scoring by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin, and you lunge. Did I find a rat? You weren't very graceful in your attempt. You stumble and knock over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. But as you stand up, grasp in your hand, it's a rat, isn't it? It's a small mouse. Close enough. Wow. I don't even know. Where are they? If it was New York, get that giant rat. Feed a cat. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wiggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding it too tightly. Oh, you're holding it too tightly and careful for it to be able to bite or scratch you with, though. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with black eyes. No, the cute mouse. It's completely at your mercy. Okay. Now, this is just a mouse, and it looks adorable. And I don't know if I want to feed the cat. I also don't want to. It could have. You know how many diseases it could have? I could get the cat sick. But we're going over the full shops and spare the mouse. Meow. Oh, are you sure? Oh, this is definitely going down a dark path. Spare the mouse. No, it's so sad. You can hear the cat's stomach growling. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. No, I can't give the mouse. Never mind. Oh, no, it's angry. You're the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You can't pray for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really gonna value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? Oh no. It's like, oh. Oh no. That's not good. Oh. You're mocking me, aren't you? I just don't want to kill Jerry. Last chance. Oh my god. Hand over the prey. Now. As I said, I will spare the mouse. And now I'm gonna die probably. I wanted to save Jerry. You let the mouse go. It goes away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall. But you don't pay it much mind. Oh no! Wait. Oh, you don't flinch as a giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley's entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat has. Oh, it's gonna eat me. You close your eyes and accept it as the paw gently pulls you back and back. Oh no, I'm dead. Ending 26, a life spared. I'm gonna feed the mouse. Oh my god, scared. I'm sorry, Jerry. I said the name Jerry. I didn't say that before. But I'm sorry, Jerry. The mouse looks scared as if it sensed your intentions. No, I'm sorry. It weakly starts to struggle again. No, I'm sorry. I have to feed it. The mouse is reluctant. Oh, I can spare it still. It keeps giving me choices. How does I spare it? Will I just die? Okay, yep, I just die. You feed the mouse to the cat. The cat tears it apart instantly. No, Jerry, I'm sorry, Jerry. No, I'm sorry. No, stop making the noises. I'm sorry, Jerry. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeaks, peels through on you until you're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat meows happily at you, red tinting its fangs. The cat closes up in the now blood-stained box. How much blood was in there? Jesus Christ. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home, after all. As cute as the cat is, you really can't afford a pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you decide to just go home. Oh, it's quiet. Oh wait, is there gonna be a bunch of mice in my home or something? After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. You head straight to your room, or for your room, and collapse on your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. There's mice everywhere. To squeaking and scaring noises all around you. So loud and constant they sound like screams. I'm sorry, Jerry. I didn't mean to feed you. To your cat. No, I'm sorry. In the darkness of your room. Oh, you see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run. Oh, they're biting my ankles. But you cry out as twin laces of pain race up your legs. You fall off the bed and attempt to escape. Hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark, you you'll just about make out the source of your pain. Oh my god, that is horrible. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled. Ouch! Oh my god, that is a gnarly. Oh my god, bitten through your socks. No, leave me alone. Desperate, you crawl with only your arms towards the door. The mice descend upon you. No, I'm getting eaten alive with mice. It's like, what was the game? I forget the game, but you can like spawn mice and then they'll eat the guy. It's an old game. I don't remember the game. I thought it was I forget. Well, biting into your skin, gnawing away pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. And then my arm falls off. Oh. Your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground lifeless. Well, I knew it. They biffed my arm off. The mice managed to chew through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep towardly to curiously inspect your arm, you sail blinking at it for a moment before sliding your gaze up. In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you. Oh no, it's going to my arm, isn't it? In darkness, the beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure the depths. Oh god. Hey. What piercing eyes you have. Nor the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it. Aimed at you. Oh. You collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable, and yet you feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and whipping their way between your shoulder blades, into your back, into Jesus Christ. It's so detailed how I'm getting eaten alive. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out from you. In between the moments of blankness, darkness fades your vision. You hear something wet plop on the ground in front of you. You pry your eyes open to see it in front of the mouse. They ripped out my they ripped out my heart. Weirdly shaped, red with blood pulsing, and oh, that's your heart. Oh god, that's your heart, isn't it? The other mice all descend upon it, abandoning your half-eaten body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger. Yes, so much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you. Oh, guys, the cat. There's a pair of glowing eyes living in between the darkness beyond the doorway. You hear squeaks and shrieks of tail all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength, with something soft, slightly damp, stickly forward nuzzles your cheek. Good kitty. Where were you when I was getting eaten alive? After they whipped my limbs off of my body and took my heart out, you finally came and said, "I got you." That was the that was the most horrible way I've died. That's all the other ones I did. I got either I think killed by the cat. I don't remember. That was the most horrible way. I was still conscious, and I was in pain. All the other ones up until now, basically, even with the theater one, I synced in, but I was happy or something. This one, they just shredded me. They whipped my arms off. I don't know about my legs. They probably whipped off my legs. They probably ate my freaking dick off. And they ripped my heart off. And they ate me alive. Then the cat finally shows up. That is a gruesome way to die. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's the time I have left for this. We're gonna continue this. I'm enjoying this. I'll see y'all guys later. Love you. Goodbye.